What's up, fivelings? I think we can do better, right? This is 2016, right? What's up, fivelings? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because this year is the year of new beginnings for fivelings. So before I actually say anything, can we give it up to Platinum Senior Vice President, Mr. Lucasa? Yes. I think he did an incredible job showing you how you can actually set your goals for 2016, right? Yes. So I am really, really excited to be here this morning with you and to kick off 2016 with some amazing leaders. Because if you are sitting in this room right now, you mean business. Because I can remember 3 months ago when we were in Baltimore, we did not know who was in and who was out. So I have to get the elephant out of the room before I actually dive into my training. Now I know I am talking to the real people. People who are committed to taking this company to $1 billion. And my excitement is really coming from the vision that our co-founders have for this amazing, amazing company called fivelings. You might not know what we discussed back doors, but I am here to tell you that we are in for a treat. And this company will be $1 billion with or without all of you sitting in here and the people who left. So for the people who left fivelings, thinking that fivelings was going to go under, I have a message for you. And this message is, you will regret the decision you took because you were trying to give false impression about a company that is making a difference for so many people and transforming lives. So don't let anybody infuse their fear, infuse their doubt in you. Because if they are doubting themselves, they shouldn't let you doubt yourself. Am I right? Yes, yes. So I want to acknowledge all of you for being here. And if you are here for your first time, can you please stand up so that we can recognize you? Let's give it up to them. Yeah. Your being here tells me that you are serious in taking your life to the next level, in living a better life for 2016 and for the future. So for those of you who don't know me, I am called Mama Stella. I know you were thinking I was going to say Chebe Stella, right? No, I am called Mama Stella. And the reason for that name is, for those of you who don't know me, my dream was always to be a mother of 100 kids. I personally have 3 amazing kids, and the other 97 are going to be orphans in Cameroon. So when I visit Cameroon, I just came back from Cameroon a week ago, and I can see them running, mama, mama, mama. What else can I ask for? Nothing, right? Yeah, so I will be talking about prospecting. I do believe there is a science behind prospecting, and I'm going to be sharing that with you today. So, are you all ready to win in 2016? Are you all ready to win in 2016? Because I believe by the time I finish my training, you will actually understand what it takes to be with people. What it takes for you to actually walk up to somebody, create a conversation with that somebody, and at the end of that conversation, register them into your business. Who would like to learn that? Yeah. So, I know for a fact that it takes something for you to prospect. And so what is needed for prospecting to happen? It's as if I'm going backwards. Okay. So what is needed for prospecting to happen? We have an amazing opportunity called 5 Links, right? So we have that vehicle. And what else is needed? You. Because if there is no you and there is no 5 Links, then why should you meet and be talking with somebody? So you have you, and then you have 5 Links. So when you meet somebody, the essence of meeting that somebody is just to share what you have with that somebody, right? And when you are looking at the type of people that should join your business, what do you have to have in mind? People who have a good work ethics. Do we have any people in here who have some good work ethics? Really? Do we have some people in here who have good work ethics? I think this is much better. Because if you are here, I think you have some good work ethics. We're looking for people who are hungry. How many of you in here are hungry? I don't know about that. But somebody like me, when I left Cameroon 15 years ago, I was hungry for something. I was hungry because there's starvation in Cameroon. I was looking for something that I did not have. And so when I came to the United States, guess what? I was hungry. I was searching for the American dream. Because what I know is that, as my husband will always say, Mr. Ian Chebe, there is no Cameroonian dream. There is no Nigerian dream. There is not even a British dream. The only country with the word dream attached to it is American dream. So every day I call my dad, I say, thank you, Daddy, for giving me the opportunity to live the American dream. Because when I came here, they told me all the money was in the medical field. I went to nursing, thinking that was the American dream. But guess what I realized? That wasn't the American dream. Because I was working 16 hours every day, 16 hours every day. And yet, at the end of the month, I had more money than money. And so I was looking. And then guess what? 2005, a friend of ours, Ian and I will not be able to thank Mr. Thomas Amiba for sharing this opportunity with us. Because when we saw 5 Links, 2005, it is not even what you're seeing today. They had 2 products. And we are complaining? Excuse me? All what we saw was a vision. Before we even went to the video phone, they were marketing for packet 8. But guess what? We were hungry. We got in and we started hustling. So you want to look for those type of people who are really hungry for change. Because some of us are hungry, but we are not really hungry for change. I was hungry for change because I was sick and tired of working 16 hours every day. I was sick and tired of not having any time with my kids. I was sick and tired of not having enough time with Mr. Ian Chebe. Yes. This is the most, this one you cannot even play with it. People will have integrity. Can I have everybody say integrity? Because what I believe and I know is that without integrity, nothing works. It doesn't. You want to look for people who tell you, stand here, I'm coming, and they come. Not for somebody who will tell you, oh, I'm coming, and then you never see them. And even for those of us who are already business partners, integrity is so critical in building our business. For those of you who schedule PBRs, and they tell you the PBR time is 7 o'clock, and you show up at 8 o'clock, is that right? No. So we have to change certain things, right? Yes, because that is the foundation of workability. It is the foundation of workability. So if you want your business to grow, you must have this in place. And finally, you want to talk to people who have personal powers. People like pastors, people in your community that you know that have personal power, like Stella Chebe. Yeah. So you want to do that. You want to look for those type of people, and you want to prospect them. And all I want you to know is that actually it is a numbers game, because numbers don't lie. If you have the opportunity on standing on this stage, it means you've gone through a lot of numbers. And in 5 links, in network marketing, your list is your working capital. If you don't have a list, then you are not in business. And we are not talking about a list on your phone. These names must be written down. Just like in nursing, if it's not written, it is not done. I don't care if you gave the medication, but if you don't document it, it is not done. It is the same with your 5 links business, that if you don't have this list written down on a piece of paper, you are not in business. This is very critical, ladies and gentlemen, because I still see some new business partners. They'll say, oh, I have my list. Where is your list? And they pick up their phone. That doesn't work in my organization. Not at all. You have to write it down, make a copy, give 1 copy to your ED, 1 copy to your ND, and then 1 copy to your senior vice president, so that we have it documented. And then you want to give people the opportunity to say no. Because guess what? We always prejudge. We think some people are above this opportunity. How many of you actually have people on your list that you've not talked to? I see a few hands. Just these few people? I see some few hands over here. Yeah, I want you to be authentic. Because at times we think there are some people who are above this deal. And I will share a personal story with you that happened to me when we got started in 2005. So I came to America as an international student. And as an international student, you are not allowed to work in the United States of America. So when I got here, I did not even know what America was. So I had to pay bills, I had to eat. But it was tough because my parents made an affidavit that they were going to pay my school fees, and that money was just enough to pay my school fees. So we had to fetch ways for us to eat. So what we would do is, I had this sister, or I would say she was like a mom to me at that time. She was a medical doctor in Louisiana, and she owned her own private practice, right? And every Saturday, we will go there and clean her office and pack the books and do everything. And at the end of the day, she would take us to Walmart and she would buy us groceries. And that was so helpful to us. So when I got started in 5 links in 2005, I thought Dr. Stella Ngwanikum was above this deal. I never called her. Every time I thought of calling Dr. Stella, I said, no, she's above this deal. Guess what? 6 months down the line, I had a call from Dr. Stella. She was excited. As we always say, you have to be excited, right? She was excited. And I was like, Doc, why are you so excited? It's like, I want to tell you about this great opportunity that I just came across. I was like, what opportunity? She's like, 5 links. Guess what? My jaws dropped. And I said, Doc, I've been in 5 links for 6 months. And her response is, why didn't you tell me? So you don't want to prejudge. And guess what? It took Dr. Ngwanikum Stella 6 months to the position of senior vice president. Can you imagine the amount of business that went to somebody else? So do you have those type of people on your list? Let me tell you something. People who understand money, People who are making money, they know the value of money and are always looking for more. So if you have lawyers, if you have doctors, if you have whoever, you have to share this opportunity with them. So do not prejudge people when you are creating your contact list. Because what I know for a fact is that those you think will, won't. Those you think won't, will. And those you think can, can't. And those you think can't, can. So you want to put everybody on your list. Am I making some sense? And then what makes us, when we are stopped with prospecting, is the no's that we encounter. Fear of rejection is one of the things that always stops us. Yes or yes? Because we think people are going to tell us no. Let me ask you a serious question. What is the worst thing that can happen to you when somebody tells you a no? What is the worst thing? You guys are not talking? Nothing, right? Nothing. But yet we are still scared of going out and talking to people because we think they are going to tell us no, even though we haven't talked to them. So I want you to get this in the back of your mind, because what I use as a tip is, if you have this in mind, I'm telling you, nothing will stop you from going out and being with people and sharing this amazing opportunity with people. If you understand what you offer, because right now, if I ask you, what do you offer, what will you say? What do you offer? If we don't know what we offer, why do we expect people to buy from us? Why will we expect people to buy from us if we don't even understand what we offer? So this is a tip that I always use. When I go out prospecting, I don't care if you don't join. I don't care if you don't buy. All I care is that my prospects understand what I offer. Do you know what you offer? So I hear somebody there say, make money and save money. What? Say it again. I know that 5 links offer, we live a better life. And living a better life can be either financially, spiritually, mentally, you can name it all. It embodies everything. Because let me tell you this, some people are in 5 links not because of the money. Some people are in 5 links just of the fact that they get the opportunity to travel every 3 months. You know that? It's true. That is why some people will do just 10%. Some people will do 30%. Some people will do 80%. Each and every one of us have our reason why we got involved into 5 links. Some people are here just to mingle with other people. But it all contributes, right? So if you have this in mind, that if your prospect can actually understand what you offer, then you will not even think about rejection. Because it doesn't really matter. Because the moment they understand what you offer, then selling 5 links, selling a product to them, or them joining you in 5 links is a piece of cake. So how do you go out picking? So when picking interest, your goal is always to get a yes. Always to get a yes. So I'm going to role play with somebody. Can I have one person run to the stage? If you are bold enough, come on. And can I have a mic in the back, please? Okay, she's coming. Let's give it up to her. Oh, there's another one there. All right. Thank you. So can we give it up to her first? And then tell your name. What's your name? And what position are you?
Hi, I am Leslie Moore from Hinesville, Georgia. And I am an ET.
How long have you been in 5 Links?
8 months.
8 months.
But I don't consider myself an ET because I only got 2 people in and they haven't progressed.
I don't want the stories. I just wanted, that's good enough. You see what she just did? She started telling me her stories and what she believes. But what I was just asking is, how long have you been in 5 Link? What position are you? ET, 8 months. That is good enough. So she is my prospect, and I'm meeting her for the first time. And you don't know what I'm going to tell you, but I just want you to walk and come. Hi.
Hello.
How are you? Put the mic.
I'm good.
Wow, you have some beautiful hair. Who did your hair?
Thank you, my homegirl.
Oh, your homegirl. By the way, my name is Stella, and you are?
I'm Leslie.
Leslie. Wow, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
So you live in this area?
No, I live in Georgia.
In Georgia. What brought you here?
A business event.
A business event. Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I'm in the Army.
You're in the Army?
Yes.
Okay. You liking it?
It has its moments.
It has its moment, right? Are you married? You have kids or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay. So how is work like? Are you satisfied with what you do?
No.
No, you don't?
No.
Will you be interested in looking at something that might interest you?
What's it about?
Does it matter? I just asked you a question. Will you be interested in something that might interest you? Because you just told me your work is not interested. Just be you.
Does it involve selling? I don't know.
If that will give you your satisfaction, does it really matter? If it involves selling? Because all what I'm hearing is I really care about you getting what you want in life, which is like really being satisfied with what you do. Is that something that really matters to you?
Yes.
It does, right?
Yes.
And whether it involves selling or it involves anything, it will not stop you. Yes?
Yes.
So, yes, it involves selling.
But
I know. It's tough at times. Yeah?
No. Can you redo that?
Let's give it up to her. So the whole point I wanted you to get is that we go out and we are so timid. You have to have the confidence. Did you hear how many times she said yes? How many times did she say yes? And now she was getting into the conversation with me. And even if I don't offer her 5 links, my essence is to get her contact number because I know I'm going to leave her with something that she's always going to think about me. Like, man, who was that girl talking to me like that? Right? So your essence is always to get them. And did you see how I display what I offer is her satisfaction? Is it 5 links? No. Because we always focus on selling the plan instead of selling the destination. And if you can get that for yourself, it will change your business drastically. And you do not want to explain the opportunity. Did I explain the opportunity? Most of you, you go out trying to shuffle 5 links into people's throat, forcing it. Oh, we sell this. Oh, you're going to do this. You're going to have a Bentley. Oh, I forgot about the BMW. And you want to give them everything. in a short time. That doesn't work. It doesn't. You want to keep your prospect curious. Was she curious? Was she curious? Because she wanted to know more. The less you say, the more success you will have. That is just simple. And it varies on the type of people that you meet, because there are different types of people that you meet. There are some people I'll just meet, it's like, do you pay a cell phone bill? If they say yes, I said, do you know when you pay that bill, somebody somewhere is getting paid? Will you like to be that person? And if they're looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'll ask them, do you pay gas and electricity bill? Do you know when you pay that bill, somebody somewhere is getting paid? Will you like to be that person? 10 out of 10 is always yes. And then I get their contact information. You have to be excited, ladies and gentlemen, when you go out sharing this opportunity. If you are not excited, you're killing your business. Because excitement is important more than the knowledge that you know about 5 links. Am I making sense? So, what is needed for you to be successful in prospecting? Because we have looked at the company and you, right? So now what do you need? This is the most critical part of this training. What do you need? Can I have some answers out there? What do you think you need to be successful in prospecting? What? Excitement, What else? Urgent? Posture? Are you ready for the answer? Are you ready for the answer? All what you need for prospecting to happen lies in that little thing there. Do you see that little diagram? What is that? Your ear. I'm not talking about hearing. All what you need for prospecting, for you to be successful in prospecting, it lies in your listening. We go around talking to people, but we never listen to what they are telling us. And if you can actually master the act of activating your ear so that you can listen to people effectively, did you see the way I was listening to her? The moment she said she wasn't happy with what she was doing, that was the point. But most of you, you go out just trying to force people to hear what you're telling them. But you are not listening to what they're telling you. That is why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. You got to listen to your prospect. And if you can actually understand the complexity of listening, that is golden. My time is so short, I cannot even go into details with that. But guess what? I will be doing a workshop in Maryland on listening, just teaching you how you can listen, both to yourself and to the people that you come across. And you can actually get people into your business like this. So, I sat on my greatness for over 35 years, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I sat on my greatness, it was because I had a listening of myself that was disempowering. And that listening was that I was a failure. For those of you who don't know my story, I have failed over and over and over again that now I am the master of teaching people how to fail their way to the top. So, and I don't want you to go through the path that I went through, because it took me 5 years to stand up and do my first presentation in 5 links. Was I doing 5 links? Yes. I was prospecting people. I was in the back office, but Ian did all the talking. Even when we came to the international event and they would say, Ian and Stella, Chebe, I will push Ian. It's like, go. I could not even walk the stage. So I do believe that your greatness lies in your listening. Because I had to create a different listening of myself that is giving me who I am right now in this moment, that I can talk to any group of people at any time. And it all starts with your listening. The ability of you to listen to yourself and to be able to listen to others, that you can influence them to follow you in what you are doing. And as I said, when we go out prospecting, most of the times, we focus on selling the plan and not the destination. Something has to shift here. Because the moment you start focusing on selling the destination, and this destination actually varies for people. I can tell you this from a position of strength. Money does not bring happiness. It doesn't. So there are people in 5 links who are in 5 links just for happiness, just to hang around, as I earlier said. So how can you actually pick people? And we give examples, just something that you can lean onto. I don't believe in scripts. But do they work? Yes. There are people who use scripts every day and it works. Because what I know is that when I meet A is different from B is different from C, and C is different from D. So I go with whatever shows up for my prospect. I don't use scripts, but I put in the script so that you can see what other people are using, and if it works for you, great. So these are some examples. Hi, you give the prospect's name. Are you open to making additional income above and beyond your current career? So that is one script that you can use. That is script number 2. Do you keep your business options open for multiple streams of income? I love number 3. If I could show you how you could make money every time someone makes a phone call, purchases a cell phone, turns on their television, or clicks on the internet, would that interest you? Would that interest some of you? Especially if you're in here as a guest. So those are some of the scripts that you can use. And then when you're inviting, you want to use family, occupation, recreation, and money, just as I demonstrated. So if you're not getting anything, family, occupation, recreation, are you making the type of money that you really want? 9 out of 10 is always no. And then you can launch your opportunity. So when inviting, if your prospect is interested in getting more information, guess what? Invite them to listen to the 3-minute opportunity overview that is pre-recorded. You want to invite them to a live 3-way call with your upline leader. And I know most at times at trainings like this, we always talk to the people in the back, right? But I want to address something with the leaders up front. Because as leaders, we have to lead by example. Don't be that type of a leader that somebody does a 3-way call with you, and then you in turn twist that person's arm and get them into your business because you are more credible. That doesn't work. And for us to get to $1 billion, something has to change. So I'm talking to the leaders up front. When a downline, an ET or an ED does a 3-way call with you, please honor them and respect them. Don't turn around and twist that prospect's hand so that they should sign with you because you are more credible. That doesn't work. If we have to get to $1 billion, we cannot be talking about getting to $1 billion, and yet we are the people messing up this opportunity, giving out force to the people in the back who are following us. So something has to change. And we have to give honor where it is due. If somebody has struggled and they are successfully getting a prospect with you on the line, please let that person sign with the person who did the three-way call, not you as a leader. Some of you will even turn and pay for them. That's not right. You want to leave a DVD or a magazine for 48 hours. And most of the times, don't ask, just tell. You need to be there. And for the three-way, there is a pre-recorded call that Jason Gog does. And the number, I'm going to give you the number, which is 585-420-4582. That you can actually put your prospects on this call. So you want to be urgent when you are prospecting. The warm market, your ducks. You must have the sense of urgency with your ducks because these are people that will do anything just because of you. They will join your business even before they see the presentation. You want to duplicate it? You want to send them to the briefing? PBRs, DVDs, website, conference calls. And I know each team in here has a conference call, maybe a weekly conference call, maybe a daily conference call, and there are so many calls going on that you can actually plug people into. And I know for a fact that most at times is that we give up too soon on our prospects, right? We think it's not for them. Or we think, and what I want you to know is that when they tell you a no, it doesn't mean never. You always have to go back and check with them. What I do, I always put them on my list every 3 months. Every 3 months, I call them back. Did something change? How is life going for you? And I just have a conversation with them. But as I am having a conversation with them, I am listening for that opening where I could launch what I offer. So never you ever give up on a prospect. Never, ever. Because I have people in my business that they joined 5Link when I became a Platinum Senior Vice President. And that was 7 years after I had been in 5Links. So had it been I gave up on them, the first year that I started 5Links, would they be in 5Links? No. So I kept going back to them every 3 months. And then after that, it was like 6 months every year. And then the 7th year, they actually joined when they saw my Bentley. So there is never a bad prospect, just the wrong time for the right prospect. So always follow up, follow up, follow up. And if you actually do that, you will see people will join you. And so to recap, you want to share this opportunity with everybody you come in contact with. Can I hear everybody say everybody? Everybody. I'm going to talk to everybody. Yeah, so don't prejudge because you don't want to be like Stella, right? Dr. Stella came in and she was SVP in 6 months. That was a lot of money that would have entered my pocket, but it went to somebody else. And the law of large numbers will never fail you. The law of large numbers will never, ever fail you. If you don't get anything from my training, just this one alone can take you to the bank. The more people you talk to, the more people you go through, guess what? The closer you are to Senior Vice President, the closer you are to Platinum. And always remember, some will join you as long as you don't give up. So are we all ready to take this company to $1 billion? Are we all ready to take this company to $1 billion? So thank you for your time, and that has been my portion. My name is Stella Chebe.